Live in downtown Detroit. Local 4 live stream with Jason Carr starts now.
How's it going? Good to see you here on a Tuesday morning, live from the Digital Enclave inside the WDIV Click on Detroit compound on Lafayette, downtown the D. April the giraffe. Millions of people all over the world watched her give birth live over the internet and also on the interwebs. And now you can see April and her entire family in person. Animal Adventure Park opened to the public yesterday in Harpersville, New York, about 80 miles south of Syracuse. Those who attended got the first up-close look at baby Tahiri, Father Oliver, and of course April herself.
So they're out in public. Got to make a trip out to New York now.
Well, I mean, we've got people watching from all over because of April.
Yeah. Yeah, apparently people came from overseas.
Well, how early did we put that live stream up on Click On?
It was early on. It was very early on. This was, the Eagle Cam ended in beginning of February.
Okay.
And right after that ended, we were up with April.
Good morning, Diana. Hey, Tony. What's going on, Tammy, Helen? Passenger aboard Amtrak Train 161 en route between New York City and Washington, D.C. was hungry as the train was stuck in Delaware for hours on Mother's Day. What a horrible phrase.
Yeah.
Stuck in Delaware for hours on Mother's Day due to a technical issue. So he ordered a pizza, and the delivery guy from Dom's Pizza climbed down a hill and made the heroic delivery.
How about that?
Whenever I think of train travel, I always think of that scene in Planes, Trains, and Automobiles where the train breaks down in the heartland.
Yeah.
And they have that sad music, that wow, wow, wow. John Candy and Steve Martin carrying a trunk, his trunk across a farm field. Looking for a boomerang that might turn some heads? Chanel is offering a boomerang at the low price of $1,432. The Parisian fashion house has a wood and resin boomerang for sale as part of its spring-summer collection, which also includes white tennis balls for $475.
I mean, when you need a good dog toy, this is them. This is it, right?
Can we show that full again?
Yeah.
$475 for tennis balls.
It looks like 4 tennis balls, I would imagine. So that's a lot of money.
An unusual whodunit going on in Stockton, California. Stockton Modesto, isn't that a market?
Mm-hmm.
Over the last year, someone has stolen nearly 700 parking meters from downtown city streets. With the right tools, mainly a hacksaw, thieves cut the meter from its base in less than a minute. A suspect was even seen hiding his collection of stolen meters in a baby stroller.
$800 a meter.
1 meter was stolen from outside of the police department in Stockton.
Well, I don't believe in paying for parking. Especially in a city like Detroit, where we've got so many empty lots. I always figure, why am I paying? There's so much place to put my car.
Did you hear the joke I made yesterday about the queue line? When it gets to the end, it just flips a U-ey regardless of traffic.
Yeah.
Detroit was, maybe still kind of is, the Wild West of traffic suggestions as opposed to traffic laws.
Mm-hmm. It's, speed limits, that's more of a recommendation.
Thank you, Diana. What does Whitney mean by why don't you use the carport for these segments? Is she saying that this should be on
the real TV?
The real TV in the carport? Family of bears on a trampoline.
Oh,
in bear news.
Mm-hmm. There they are.
There they are. Courtesy of April Holler. That is a family of bears on a trampoline.
Now, it looks like one of them's wearing a collar and has been tagged.
They look like they're having fun.
Looks like a great time. I'd be tempted to jump in there with them.
And they would literally rip your face off.
Yeah.
Wild animals. Fiona, the hippo at the Cincinnati Zoo, had a dental checkup to see how many new incisor tusks are coming in. Is this the new April? Fiona the hippo?
It could be.
I'm sensing that she's just adorable enough that...
Cincinnati's closer. Yeah.
Now keep in mind that when she gets older, in the wild, she's like the most dangerous animal on the planet.
You wouldn't want to put your hand in there, but looks like fun right now.
Look, is she falling asleep?
A little bit of a spa treatment. The Cincinnati Zoo.
Can you put that back up? Can we go
Yeah.
one more time with Fiona?
Fiona, the hippo.
Fiona the hippo getting a dental exam.
I think teething is bad. Wait till your tusks come in.
Duh. Mary says it's a rainy day in the mountains of Idaho, but you have Fiona the hippo.
It's a rainy day here, too.
Well, to
It
start,
was a rainy
it's already
day.
clearing up. A photo of a dog sneezing, that is all.
That's all.
You What's the other one look like?
That's the full one.
The one on the left is saying, I don't know him.
I don't
And the
know
one
him.
on the right is going, Can we see him up close again?
Good-looking dogs. Those are Labrador Retrievers. Apparently 14 years old. That's what all that gray.
Do you have this one close? You do,
Yeah.
Is that a yawn or a sneeze?
It looks like a sneeze.
Hilarious. And now a Photoshop battle of 3 dogs carrying a stick.
This was in the same area that you sent me the one with the sneeze, and then I found this. So they've got a stick, and then here's them holding a lightsaber.
Oh, yeah, the double-edged Darth Maul, right?
This one they've got 3 heads. That one's pretty interesting, huh?
Oh.
3-headed dog.
Very Ghostbusters.
And then, this one's great. Out fishing. And then got the 3 Stooges.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, nice guy, huh? You got a stick.
A large alligator brought traffic to a halt in an eastern North Carolina town over the weekend. It was captured on video. As you can see, traffic came to a standstill. Cape Fear River. Video was captured by the Graybar family, and they say the reptile has been spotted in the ponds around a local golf course.
Do they have is there a sign? Is there a sign that says gator crossing and you're supposed to watch out for gators? Is that a thing?
Hey, Pop-Tarts is collaborating with Jolly Rancher to offer 3 of the candy brand's most iconic flavors in a breakfast pastry form that you can pop into the toaster at a moment's notice, because who says you can't have candy for breakfast? Yes, the Kellogg's brand of toaster pastries has released Frosted Cherry Jolly Rancher, Frosted Green Apple, and Frosted Watermelon, the single greatest Jolly Rancher flavor by most accounts.
I agree. And I love the way they have these packaged with the wrapper on it. That's so cool. So now
Wow, that gator's huge. Where's everybody watching from? Anybody checking in from anywhere farther away than Marion, Idaho? Anybody? Bueller? Bueller. Today's bowl of bacon, which we will be covering on the Midday Live coming up at 12:30, or 12:28 more accurately. Best childhood toy, go.
Legos are incredible.
Yes, because you can,
So many options.
you can keep playing and building and, whereas like a toy that's already preformed plastic is already what it's going to be.
It is what it is. Yes, sometimes just a cardboard box. Oh, no, I'm thinking of cats. That's a different type of toy.
No, a cardboard box, if big enough, can be a spaceship, can be a time machine.
Could be a boat.
Could be a boat.
Could be an airplane.
It could be lots of things.
It could be a newsroom.
April the giraffe, millions watched her give birth. Now the public's getting to see her up close and personal at the zoo, the animal adventure park that's been open for 5 years. Michelle's checking in from Iowa. Jessica from New Smyrna Beach. Roberta loved cardboard boxes. Karen says refrigerator box.
Those are the big boxes. Those are the biggest boxes you can really get. What other boxes do you ever have come to your house that are bigger than that?
Moving boxes?
Moving boxes, but yeah, who moves a box that's bigger than the refrigerator?
When I was a kid in Plymouth, Canton, we were one of the first houses in Westbriar subdivision at Joy and McClumpha to actually go up. So the sub was built sort of around us. So I had endless basements and dirt piles to play around and in. Not safe, but they finally completed the neighborhood, and then a family moved in 2 doors down from us. And the dad took all of the empty United Van Lines or Atlas Van Lines moving boxes and connected them as a maze in the basement.
Oh, cool.
And then taped each section, so it would hold together.
Yeah.
And created a maze in the dark, essentially, all over the basement of this house. And so that's one way to make friends in the neighborhood when you move into the neighborhood and you say, okay, kids, come on over. Of course, I don't remember the kid's name. I'm Bobby, and look what my dad built. Oh, super cool. Let's be friends. And it was all just cardboard boxes.
Yeah.
I loved making forts out of boxes, says Tammy. Gail's watching in Texas. Adrian made her boxes into a race car. Hello, Julie. San Tan Valley, Arizona, 1.5 hours east of Phoenix for Gail. Did they name April's baby? They did. Tahiri.
Tahiri.
Looks like Tajiri with a J, but it's actually...
It's a soft J.
It's a soft J, like yogging. Tahiri. Jim's checking back in from Louisiana, one of our regulars. Kathy says Taj.
Taj.
Tahiri.
Yeah.
Taj. Helen said had to make blanket forts. Well, we made those too.
Yeah.
Nothing makes a fort like a blanket over a kitchen table and the chairs move back.
Well, and then you got to take the cushions off the couch and you can get those involved too.
Or in the case of our daughter, the outdoor furniture.
Yeah.
the cushions from the outdoor sectional.
Yeah.
Those got to come in, right? When the weather's cruddo, those become the fort. Hello, Wald Blake. Hello, Cecil, and Bacon Nation. Julie says, I'm from Brighton. You know what's good in Brighton? Lynn's Cafe. They have Scotty Simpson's fish and chips, as well as being very nice people in downtown Brighton. Lynn's Cafe with the Scotty Simpson's fish and chip recipe. If I lived in Brighton, or Brightmoor for that matter, I would be at Scotty Simpson's every day. Christine's and Holly, Richmond for Kim. Valerie Lynn had a great, or she says, best Hot Wheels collection as a girl. Corey's checking in from Port Huron. That's like Westland or Westland. Huron?
Westland.
Huron. Port Huron?
Westland.
Oregon,
Port Huron.
Oregon.
What is it? Is it
You don't say
Port Huron?
Oregon or Iraq. You say Iraq or Oregon, Arab instead of Arab.
Italy?
What?
Italy? Italy?
Italian? No, it's Italian. Roseville. Roberta says yes, but isn't as good as the original Scotty's. Well, the original Scotty's has all that great decor that looks like a bait shop. Lisa, she would know about Scotty Simpson's Fish and Chips. She's in Redford. Danielle's in Novi. Metamora for Dar Homer. Macomb Township, Belleville. Wow, they're looking in here from all over the place.
Yeah, we've got them everywhere. The Bacon Nation grows.
And has been growing for 8 years now? Coming up on 8 years. Passenger aboard Amtrak train 161 en route to between New York City and Washington, D.C. got hungry because the train was stuck in Delaware for hours on Mother's Day due to a technical issue. So he ordered a pizza, and the delivery guy from Dom's, like Dominic, like Dom's Pizza, climbed down a hill to make the heroic delivery.
You wonder how far he had to go, because, I mean, a lot of these train tracks are usually fenced off and hard to get to. But this delivery driver went the extra mile.
You know, I used to be a delivery driver, and from experience, I can guarantee you that this is not the craziest thing this delivery driver has had to deal with. I delivered pizzas for 3.5 years, and I've seen some stuff.
Like what?
Some stuff that's not necessarily appropriate for this program.
You mean the proverbial setup from the movies where the door opens and there's a negligee or something like that?
That happened a lot?
Not going to get into it.
I think we can.
It sounds like it happened a lot.
Safe to assume.
I had a job to do. I did my job.
You can't do a reveal like that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you wouldn't believe what I've seen. Well,
Seen
tell
some
us. No.
Crazy stuff. And
Lisa says pizza is serious business. Good morning, Monroe. Hey, Kimberly. I'm in Livonia. Why do I not know of Scotty's Fish and Chips? Well, Scotty's is actually at Fenkel and Lasser, or a little bit west of Fenkel and Lasser. Over by Livonia, the best place was Sutherland's, but that is no more. Well, we have to wrap this up because John and I have to figure out from Brian what exactly he's talking about, since he won't share it with all of you. So we'll see you in the Midday Live here coming up in about a little less than 3 hours.
all right, then stay classy, Detroit.